Hi, good morning. It's Shelby Palmer, Utah Realtor from the drop-off lane this morning, continuing our seller series. Yesterday we talked about me coming to your home and gathering information. Today we're going to talk about compiling it and what I'm going to do with that information. So we're going to pull together a market analysis for you. And the market analysis is also known as a CMA, which stands for Comparative Market Analysis, and you'll hear agents refer to it as a CMA. That's what it stands for, Comparative Market Analysis. So I'm going to take your basic information, your year built, your square footage, your bedrooms and baths, whether you have a garage or not, the size of your lot, that sort of thing. And I'm going to plug that all in and start to pull some comparables that are in that same year built area and that sort of thing. So one of the things that happens we're just going to hit it head on right here. We tend to think our house is worth more than it's worth most of the time. We see the work, the blood, sweat, and tears that we have put into our own homes over the years. We remember how stressful this project was or that project was, how it was surrounding some great event in our family, and it means more to us. And so therefore we put a higher value on it. But in the real world, it doesn't work that way. Your buyer's not going to see all of that. They're going to come in and look at the project and make their own decisions on it. So what's happening is we see our neighbor home went up for sale and they sold it. And the first thing that we do is we start going, well, I have a better backyard than they do, and we had a hot tub and they don't have a hot tub, and we have granite and they don't have this. And so in our minds, we start building our home up to be worth more than our neighbor's home. And everybody does it. Everybody. I literally in 25 years have never heard somebody say to me, well, those guys had this, and so they've got to be worth more than ours. Never. It never happens. But this market analysis is what's going to determine whether or not that's truth. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to pull the comparisons, the comparables that have sold in the area, and how far out depends on where you live. So if you're in a city where I can find some things within a few blocks or in a certain neighborhood and they're going to that they've sold recently, we're going to use those. If you're maybe out in the country a little bit, we're going to have to go out a little further and see. But what it's going to do is we're going to pull those things that have sold that are comparable to your property, and then we're going to each column, this is really easier for me to explain if you can see the market analysis. So let's just do one for you and then you can see it. But each column is going to be each home. And then at the bottom, you can see how you've compared specifically to each home. And then we average those bottom prices to find your value. It's way more accurate if I have come through your home. If I don't walk through your home first, it's just like doing one of those online valuation tools, because there could be a $30,000 difference pretty easily unless I know what we're comparing to. Speaking of the online valuation tools, and just for fun, Katie and I pulled some information as we were doing some market analysis this week. We did our own market analysis and then we compared them to some of those online ones. And there were a couple that actually pulled pretty close, within $5,000 or $10,000. And then there were a couple that were $50,000 off on either side, where there was one that was 50,000 over, two that were 50,000 under. And it's just kind of a crapshoot as to whether it's going to be what you want it to be or not. So anyway, that is the CMA. Give me a call if we can help you. I don't charge to do a CMA. I'm happy to help you with that. So if you are looking for the value of your home or kind of trying to get an idea of what it is, just give me a call. Let me know what we can do to help you. 435-225-4587. You guys have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.